Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at JavaScript arrow functions, which was introduced in ECMAScript 6. An arrow function expression has a shorter syntax than a normal expression, and also it does not have its own disk. And we'll start this video by taking a look at the basic syntax for writing arrow functions, and then we will also take a look at how and when to use this keyword within an arrow function. So the basic syntax for an arrow function is written like this. As you can see, you're passing the parameters just as in a normal function within the parentheses. Then you get this equal sign followed by the greater than sign followed by the brackets, and in here you put the statements of the function. So a really simple function, arrow function, would be written like this. Let's say we're passing x as a parameter, then the arrow, and then the statement. So let's say we want to return x plus 2, like that. Now just to run the function, I'm gonna use console.log, and let's say f and pass 2 as an argument. Now I'm just gonna comment out this part and hit run. And as you can see, we're getting 4. Now this is exactly the same as writing like this in a normal function. Let's say f, let's pass x, and let's return x plus 2. If I comment out this now and hit clear and hit run, we're getting 4 again. So as you can see, it gives exactly the same results and works the same. It's just a different syntax for using it. So I'm gonna remove that now. Now this is actually an even simpler way to write this. If you only get one parameter, like right here, you can actually remove the parentheses completely, like that. Also, you don't need the return keyword, and you don't need the brackets either. So you can just say, let's say I say x plus 2. So now we're calling the function, we're passing 2 as the argument. This is goes to the x parameter, and then it returns x plus 2. So let's just hit run now. And as you can see, we're getting the result we want, which is 4. So this is basically how you write a really basic arrow function. Now we're also gonna take a look at the this keyword inside an arrow function. Let's say we got a function like this. We can name it person. Inside the person function, let's declare a property. We can set this.age to 0. Then let's create a setInterval function inside the person function. Now let's say this should run 1 each second. Oops. So 1000 milliseconds. And let's say you want to increment h inside the setInterval function. Then we want to also console.log the new h each second. Okay, so I'm just gonna say I'm gonna create a new object. So new person, and let's hit run. And now let's see, we got an oops, sorry, and type clear and run. As you can see now, it's not working, and it's not working because we're losing the context of this. Now this in this case refers to inside the setInterval function, but we have set this.age outside the setInterval function in the person. Okay, so what we have to do to fix this, or what we can do, is simply use an arrow function like that. Hit clear now and then run. As you can see now, we're actually not losing context of this, so it's working correctly. And this is a much simpler way than you did before, because earlier you would have to do like this. That equals with this, and then you would use that.age and increment that.age and then console.log that.age. Now this will also run, but as you can see, it's just a lot more code to deal with. So I'm gonna let's go back like that. Oh, I'm still using, I'm just gonna show you that it actually works with a normal function as well. So now if I type clear and then run, you can see it works as well. But now if you're using the arrow function, it's really a lot easier way to keep track of this and not lose context. And also if you have a lot of nested functions inside each other, this makes it a lot easier to work with. And I work a lot with this when I'm working in React Native. Also we can take a look at, I'm just gonna remove that code, hit clear, and let's take a look at perhaps if you're using an arrow function within a class, it works exactly the same. We can create a class named person, and let's define a constructor. And let's say this.h equal with 0. And now let's create an set interval function, and we're gonna make this an ES6 arrow function like that. We want it to run each second like that, and let's increment the age with 1 and just display the age with console.log. So as you can see, I'm used to writing that all the time, so it's gonna be should be this.h. And then let's create a new person instance and hit run. And as you can see, we're getting the results we want right here as well. So that's how you use the arrow functions in ES6. And also if you're interested in starting working with React Native and creating apps for yourself, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video to my Udemy course, and I'm gonna give you some coupons for that. So check that out. It's a really easy course if you want to start developing apps. I hope you learned something. Bye bye.